Stop it all if you want to, but you don't. You just let it go through. No, you never let it kill me. Only make me strong. I know it will be worth it. I just gotta keep on. Just gotta keep believing. And I have to know it's in His plan. He knows what's best for me. So I can't get distracted by what I see. So forget about what the problems are in, because He already worked it out in the end. So I dare you to trust Him right where you are. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know. I just have to keep on believing, and I have to know it in His plan. Thanks for tuning in with your girl, True, with the Roberts. Thanks for coming aboard. Yes, it is all in His plan. Everything we go through in life is in God's plan. I have made it almost to my end date with this treatment, guys. When I say my end date is actually tomorrow. So, guys, I want to say thanks for tuning in with that. As far as tomorrow, I hit the bell. I knock it down tomorrow. I'm so excited because I've been fighting for my life for a very, very long time on this. You know, not even despite of what I've been through, but it's just the fact that we are going to have our situations to where we feel down. And now it was a couple of ladies today, or actually just that one I spoken with earlier, and she feels so down. She's an older lady, and I understand where she's coming from with it, because when you feel helpless when you can't do much, like when you just so used to doing what you normally do, and just when certain things of your organs or any parts of your immune system breaks down, that that kind of hurts, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't do nothing. It's just the fact that you just feel so hopeless and so worthless, to the fact that you have no hope no more, and you pray to God that somebody give you that hope again. So I told her about the app called Belong, and it's spelled Belong. The app looked like this, even though some of you not gonna be able to see it on my podcast, but on our on our Facebook page, and also on the YouTube streaming, it should be listed on there for you as far as to show. I don't think I can show it on here. If I could screen share it on my live, I don't think I can. But if I can, I will spell it in there for you guys. It is spelled, as far as the app, Belong. And you think that your story is, heartbreaking, you should listen to, not really listen. It's kind of like you're listening, but you're not listening. But you should hear the stories from some of the other cancer patients and what their struggles are. Like, you have some people that's going through it worse than you. And you got to be thankful that God brings you out of this situation. Tomorrow, Lord's will, I'm a warrior in sarcoma, because I made it through my 30 days of treatment. I made it. I'm still here doing my treatment process. On our page is going to show my how I look, when they did the surgery, from step to step. Of course, I'm going to have to crop some things out, but you will see pictures and stuff posted on there at a later time. Because again, I'm still learning this process of being on this channel as well as a pod radio cast. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I cannot wait to just ring that bell. That's just going to make me, as a person, as an individual, as a real human being, be very excited about about a story that I can really share to the world, about what I personally experienced in my family. And then, when the time comes, they will express how they felt during this process. A lot of people see a lot of celebrities and people that they never seen before go through this, and you don't see no real individuals that can witness what they have witnessed until they actually witness through a real live, or a real living human that they literally seen at the store, on the street. Like my story that people just seen me through. My doctors or somebody can witness that. Like, hey, yes, she's a true witness. Yes, I watch her doing her journey. Yes, she kept her head up high when things were down low. You know, like I said, I always gonna have my up and my downs, sometimes, but not all the time. I try to make it that. Thank God that they did make medical marijuana legal, because every morning or not only just with pain, I also take it to keep me from crying, because it's sad. It's very emotional. Even though you don't want to think like that, you cannot outthink what you have. So a lot of people say, not, don't think about it. How could you not think about something that you have? That's anybody. That's just like a person saying that, oh, you got AIDS, but don't think about it. You cannot think about that, because you already know the consequences and the steps that's going to take with that. That's any health illness that we have, any killer disease that we have. How you cannot think about that. So you try not to run it through your mental process, but going on this journey, you have to be positive, despite of you don't have a lot of support in your corners. And it's rough. It's rough on any family, and it's mainly rough on the person who's actually diagnosed. Because they going through so many mixed emotions right now, that sometimes they trying to figure out if they coming and going. And a lot of people don't understand it. Sometimes you don't know if you going to come in a situation that you're in, that you wasn't for sure that, not really for sure, but you like, God, why me? I've been walking every walk and journey that you have asked me to do, and I thought I'd done everything that you advised me to do, but that wasn't good enough. So you start questioning yourself and your judgment of the plan that God has for you. And as I'm here today to say, don't complain about your journey. You know, if that's the journey that God have you on, keep fighting for it. God is using you to be that witness in that journey. He's using you. He's using your testimony to help others to encourage. I just seen a lady with, I guess she's getting chemo because she has no hair. Think about it. If I didn't take the medical cannabis, I probably would have started crying like, oh Lord, I hope I don't have to go there next. You know, because at the end of the day, you never know what's going to get you emotional in that process. But once you keep fighting, have some type of hope, even though the hope don't even look as promising, you still want to fight just in case. Because you can say, if it was your time for your wings to fly away, then at least you did a good fight in that wing flying. You did a great fight. Despite of how you look at it, it was a great fight. And a lot of people don't look at that. You keep your head up high despite of anything that look down. Trust me, it hurts. It's struggling, you know, and still get pain. Still, you still get them symptoms, but they not as severe on some. It's more manageable. And you got to tolerate some things. Like I had just got the radiation. What is it called when your skin rips and tear when it burn? I forgot what it's called with that radiation. That's what I got. They said that's normal. They expect that, but I didn't expect that. I wasn't even aware my skin was gonna rip. All I was told is my skin is gonna burn like a suntan. I didn't know a suntan will burn you the way that I seen. I didn't know a suntan will literally split your skin open as you study going through radiation. I didn't know that. I didn't know how much of the pain that you will get from that radiation, that it will actually touch some of the nerves on your body. You know, I didn't know that. I wasn't explained that. I had to learn some of the things by researching on my own, you know, and I can kind of understand where the doctors and nurses are at with that, because due to the fact ain't nobody gonna want to hear you constantly like making it okay that they sick, making it okay to be ill. So I understand why they don't literally come out and just say, this is AYZ. This is my advice on doing AYZD, you know. So they don't know how you're going to cope with the thought of them telling you, hey, you have cancer. This is the type of cancer you have. This is the sub disease of that cancer. This is what you need to do to maintain the cancer. This is how we cope with cancer. Ain't nobody going to hear that. Ain't no one want to hear that. You telling me I need to cope? It's like asking yourself, can you cope with that? So you're not really sure, you know? So that's the whole journey with that situation. But as I stated before, you just never know, you know, how life treats you. All I'm gonna say is let bygones be bygones in your life. Learn to move forward in your life. Learn to just accept the things that is in your life to constantly move forward in your life, and not think of so much bad. Try to enjoy your good more than your bad, and stay positive as much as you can. So, guys, I'm going to end it right now because I need to lay down. They said it's going to get worse before it get better. I'm still doing my research on that, what they mean by that. Is this what they saying? It get worse before it get better. You know what? I'm gonna get sick, or I'm gonna get more tired and like spitting up a lot. So it's kind of like I want to know, what do they mean by those terminology words? I'm not fully understanding what they saying on that part. So since I'm gonna do my research on that, that's what I'm gonna look for. And then I just want to let you guys know tomorrow I am going to talk about not only tell you about my day tomorrow, yay for that. That is a so exciting thing right now. And tomorrow is going to be, I haven't really decided yet what topic I'm going to bring up tomorrow, but it will be broadcast, of course, live, or it will be uploaded from, previous conversation I already talked about it on. So I want to just say stay encouraged, stay positive as much as you can. You're going to get a lot of negative people to try to tell you about your journey. Only you know your journey. Only you can fight that conversation between you and God. Trust in God. Listen to it. Realize those are signs that He's sending to you. Those are not false. We got a God that won't lie. Just trust and believe that. Don't go around like everybody else. I'm not claiming it. Claim it. Because if that's what God gave you to have, just remember this. The devil cannot just take control of your life without God's permission. So for real. See, I used to think the devil didn't have permission, or the enemy, our flesh rather say. I didn't think he had to have permission to do what he do with us. But no, he does have to have permission. So if it was that bad, that means God allowed that permission from that to happen. So you have to know when God doing and when it actually is the enemy himself, and the enemy is us is doing. So God got to allow permission, just like when people are using God's name in vain for their own personal causes. Everything has to be permissionable from God. If He didn't give you permission to keep on saying God's name like that, you're going to be in trouble. Just remember, everything is accountable for what we do in this world. There is not one thing that's not unaccountable for. You just better watch what you say. Like God, like that, not God, like that, excuse me, Father God. But the word they always said was that watch what you say and be careful what you ask for. So if you pray for that thoughtfully, you forgot God read our thoughts. He already know what we're gonna do and think about before it happened. So whatever you was dreaming, thinking about, it came into reality. So now, since things in reality, can you handle that? That's what you have to ask yourself now. Can I handle this since I have this now? Now, um, since I can't handle it, what's my next step? What do I do now? Sometimes you have to ask yourself questions. So I just want to say, keep that in your mental thought process. Stay encouraged. Get involved with a lot of positive people. When you're going through your journey or doing your illness, stay encouraged and surround yourself around a lot of people that's positive, that want to hear you share your story, or want to see the strength in you, want to see the survivor that you are in this, or the warrior as myself that you are in this. Because sarcoma cancer patients are warriors, and like breast cancer, all of them are survivors. I'm a warrior. So just stay encouraged. Until then, I want to say thanks for tuning in with your girl here at True with the Roberts. If it had not been for the Lord who was on my side.